Good evening. We're back. Good night. We are gonna fight the final boss. We gave it a few attempts last night, but we're gonna beat it pretty quick tonight. Alright. Everyone's doing well. Kind of a funny thing. Similar to what happened to me back when the first God of War came. I didn't neglected to really dig into these menus, right? So at the time, up until I think last night or maybe this morning, either way, right? It's all. But didn't realize the importance of the OS tuning. If you remember back in, I think it was like the first stream or maybe the second stream, we unlocked that, and I went in and just toggled one just so I could get the achievement. Spending more time in here, you kind of realize that there are some really good ones. I mean, there's some stuff like the boost kick. I never used that throughout the game. Terminal armor, you know, there are some things that are quite useful. Terminal armor is pretty cool, but you can see here, right? There's a lot of these. I know I'm just jumping into this, but I was kind of feel stupid, but also kind of excited that, you know, once I did this, it kind of made things a little bit easier. But as you can see, you can kind of tweak based off of finishing the arena and getting the OST chips. What you can kind of mitigate damage in this sense, you know, kinetic damage. You can actually, boost kinetic damage or boost explosive. Your energy damage mainly. When you get them now stunned or staggered, I guess is the proper term for it. Everything's a direct hit, right? So then you can increase your damage when that happens. So kind of silly. You can actually, that I didn't really go in here and look before, but maybe you guys are playing it or have been playing it or thinking of it. Something to remember. You know, you can, how much your repair kits actually repair you. So that's kind of a big step up. Kind of silly that I missed it, but I was just kind of jumping in and doing things. So one thing I will caution is you can save various AC datas and loadouts here, right? If you save one of these, like I did for the one I've been using for the most of these streams, is actually the later streams has been this one and this one, and you've chosen some of those OST or those OS tuning, you know, the OST. You spent OST chips on OS tuning, and then you go into OS tuning and you can actually reset them all and then reallocate them. And there is a monetary, in-game monetary, a penalty for doing that, but it's not too bad. But be cautioned that if you go to load up one of your ACs that you have done, it will tell you, hey, you're missing something from a core upgrade or whatever. But it sucks is it's not specific, so you're kind of like, oh crap, I really like that build. I can't remember how I put it together, and then you have to go back through and try to kind of figure it out. So something to keep in mind, right? Right. Look at this line real quick. So we're gonna go 2 Majestics, which are basically bazookas, 2 of the ice worm gun, the needle gun or whatever they call it. It's the one that you get for fighting the ice worm. And various parts here. So Melander head, 40A, full arm, Fortaleza, no booster. Whenever you put one of the tank tread type bodies on it, it takes off the booster because it has one built in. And then the P10 SLT for the FCS, which is kind of for missile locks, which is funny I don't have. It reduces the missile lock time missiles, so you can probably tweak that to your liking. And then Ping-Tang generator, and then terminal armor. And I'd mentioned briefly terminal armor before, but what that does is it's kind of you get down to where a hit's gonna kill you. When you get hit with that hit, instead of it killing you or destroying your AC, it brings up a shield for a few moments, and it basically saves you. So sometimes when you go to hit a repair, it doesn't quite take right away because you're stunned. It won't let you repair when you're stunned or whatever. So this is a good thing to have. So, but with that, let's jump into this fight. Shut down the closure satellites. Did most of that. I think this is gonna have us go ahead and that'll probably be a cutscene.
I'm waiting at the closure station. Come to me, Raven.
This ship's pretty roughed up. Autopilot's out. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if she's gonna die. If she's gonna ram it into whatever, into the thing with all the coral in it.
You know, for a tourist, you've got a sense of humor.
We'll find out.
Good luck out there.
I'll try a couple straight up head to head, and then there's a tactic that actually will beat the boss pretty regularly.
The voices of the coral.
Which makes sense, right? There's usually a tactic or two. Generally speaking, when you're doing anything like this, when you're fighting things, or even if it's something as basic as a football game or whatever, you usually try to take away something of theirs that keeps them, kind of weakens them or limits their ability, right, to be effective against you. And in this case, the most effective thing for this boss really is its mobility, right? It's fast, it gets behind you, and then that's when it really tears you up. And you'll see, I'll fight it once or twice straight up. Probably won't do too well. Then we'll employ the tactic by limiting the space that the boss has to confront you. And once once we do that, you'll see that it kind of makes it a little bit easy. So who knows though, maybe I'll beat it this way, and if that's the case, then we can always show you the other one. Can't hit him right. If you dodge early enough on that melee strike, you can immediately, especially with these tank treads, allow you to fight us, be fleeing and still shoot. Stun it pretty good. Goes back to my earlier point, right? Eliminate what's its best tactic. Its advantage. Let me know if you figured it out what that's going to be. Actually quite simple. You'll see the terminal armor get ready to kick off here. There it is. Yeah, the Steelers need something, right? We'll try one more time straight up, and then we'll employ the strat fully. All the parts they use and everything else, obviously you should just use it as a template. Everyone's style is kind of different. I think I based mine off someone's, which then I turned around and tweaked a little bit more for me and how I play. that's the first phase. I'm not going to be able to do it at this point. But.
Fires that haunt Rubicon.
Okay, so we'll employ the strat. That was pretty good for not using this strategy at all. Just trying this straight up. Yeah, no worries, man. Just appreciate your.
Main system.
Okay, so here's the strat, right? So to eliminate what she's best at, get your stuff up near the barrier. Then it can't go through the barrier either. It's one of the few bosses that seems like it can. Because I remember the very first ship that you do could go beyond the barrier, but this one can't for some reason, which I'm okay with. Keeps it from doing that quick circle around. They'll still try to melee you like that, right? But it's not nearly as effective as it normally would be. Because it usually tries to get behind you. And then, already at halfway, so now it's going to try that stupid have it. So not too shabby. Hey, not too bad. Cool looking armor though. Carla. She's definitely gonna ram it. Will she get out of there, I wonder? Or is she gonna go down with the ship? Because I really want to see how you can, and there's no autopilot, but go straight, jump out. I don't know. Maybe she just can't clear the blast radius. Aren't we on top of that thing? There's us. Trying to get the heck away.
There were no winners at the close of the Coral War. When the storm of fire finally faded, only the ashes of civilization remained. Ruined and haunted, the corporations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration.
Planetary closure.
Rubicon was to be abandoned, left a dead planet forever. Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars vanished into the flames, never to be heard from again. Yet history would forever remember the fires of Raven.
Okay. So I like to watch the credits, so what I'll do though is I did have some things I wanted to talk about, so we'll see if it lowers the volume a little bit for you guys so you don't hear so much of the credit music. And I usually like to let the credits run. I don't know how long these ones are once I finish a game, just kind of sit back and be like, yeah, we did it. And then also kind of to look through the names, you never know, and the music sometimes. And while most games aren't like Marvel movies, there's not going to be something at the end in most of them, but you never know. I've had a couple, but it's good to refresh, kind of look at some of these bosses. They were kind of crazy, but this gives us a little bit of time to maybe kind of give final thoughts on it. Now, I guess I keep saying final this, final that. It's really not with this game. I did enjoy the game, Matt, so and I also know that there's New Game Plus, which then gives you the opportunity it gives you new missions. There's a few new missions that aren't included, so if you are an achievement hunter, then you'd want to go do the other ones, like pick the one where you take out Walter instead of the corporations, or kill Carla, or fight the Red Guns instead of going after the other guys. So so you get the opportunity to redo those, plus there's new missions in there that help you, or that obviously give you more armor core if that's what you like. And I think there's some extra gear that you can get for your ACs, though I kind of wonder, outside of multiplayer, which really the last time I looked at it is kind of, turn this down a little bit more here, is a lot of like 3v3 battles, so it's not like anything epic or anything, at least not that I know of. The people that play it enjoy that sort of thing, I'm sure they would be different, they would be into that, right? But that's not my thing. I do play a lot of COD and stuff, but I'm not interested in that. I will probably do a new Game Plus run. I haven't decided. I probably will do it off stream though, and we'll start a new game. And I don't think we need to run through the whole game again. So it's either I do it off stream, because I am interested on trying those other missions and stuff, and I did have a good time with it. I think the one area is, it would be interesting because I think there's a couple extra bosses in there too, so that would be fun to fight them. So yeah, but unless for some reason they come out with an expansion, this will probably be the last time I stream this game, but it's my first one, right? I think this week is 1 month since I've been doing this. Yeah, it's been awesome. So we'll continue it. We'll pick a new game. I'm trying to decide though, because I don't know how it works in terms of midstream changing my description and category and all that. I don't know if I need to stop the stream and come back and start something new, or if I can just edit it on the fly. But I don't know if you know, Matt. If you do, let me know, or if anybody else out there knows. But back to thoughts on the game, though. I really enjoyed it. It is a From game. They always have the stigma of being hard or challenging, and for some people unfair. I don't feel this one was. It was challenging, kind of hard, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was unfair, right? I don't think there's anything too brutal. I think that one of the main differences I know, and I think I've said it a few times. I've played Demon Souls remake and the original, and Bloodborne and Elden Ring, and I finished all of them, but Elden Ring I'm close on that. But I think the main difference is it's not as punishing if you die, right? Those are very much risk versus reward, or do I know when to retreat or get back and spend your souls or your blood to level up, minimize losing, that sort of thing. Where this is, I mean, you saw it, there's checkpoints typically right before the boss. So I don't think it was that bad, is it like even like a Dark Souls or any of the Bloodborne, or those, to an extent it is. You can see it has the core elements to it, no pun intended, but it's not necessarily guaranteed that if you like those games you'll like this. You might find it a little too easy maybe if you're one of those guys, but it is action packed and fun. So would I recommend buying it? Yeah, I would. So I thought it was great. So graphically, it's one of those games. I think it's great. It looks fine. It's not going to win awards, but its performance is great in terms of how well it runs on PCs, right? So at any rate, that's kind of my thoughts on it there. I'm not sure. I don't, like I said, I don't know if I don't know. I'm not familiar with the core series, so I'm not sure if they're actually gonna do any DLC for it, or if they're gonna come out. Obviously, they'll come out with another one. I think it's sold well enough, and it's a good gateway into these games, right? Certainly, the other ones are going to be a little bit of an adjustment, but they're still. I mean, premise is there: stagger and being patient and watch pattern recognition. So a lot of old school techniques and things that you could carry on if this was your first From game. But all in all, yeah, definitely worth a check out. I mean, if you're unsure, see if it comes to one of the sub services, or like PlayStation Plus or Game Pass, or just wait for an old-fashioned sell if that's kind of where you're at. So for those that I know Matt's a big trophy hunter. He has his channel, PlayStation or PSN Trophies Inc. And they do a lot of trophy action. Oh, look, we actually do get a cutscene. So
Back message. Sender. Handler Walter.
621. Looks like you got the job done. You chose to carry our burden and right the wrongs of the past. I'm sorry. And I'm grateful. 621. There's nothing left to bind you. Whatever choices you make now, I just hope you find your true potential.
enjoy. there's the achievement right on cue, right? So if you're a trophy or an achievement hunter, doing one side of all of the decisions, and obviously finishing it and doing the arena, you'll end up around, I would think it was at 50% completion rate. And now let's, I wonder if it'll show here. I'm at 53, so yeah.
RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges.
Should have paid attention to dump me right into New Game Plus.
The mercenary support system.
But anyway, so you'll end up with 53% of the trophies, just one playthrough. So
Welcome back. All mind anticipates.
there's so depending if you're into completion percentage wise and how it affects you, that's what it'll put you at. So
Authentication. That was quite the welcome home. Well, whatever.
yeah, it must have dumped me right into New Game Plus.
You are now. You're on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already.
Let's just skip this since this is all, it's just dumped me. Because yeah, if you go in here, missions, grid cleanup, destroy the artillery. So does it keep AC? Sure did. That's the one thing. So the let's look, like this one here that I had with the dual Gatling guns or the dual Gatling guns. I literally used this build and blasted my way through C rank, B rank, A rank, and S rank without changing it, and only dying maybe like once or twice through the arena. It wasn't that hard. So don't get me wrong, there's like 2 or 3 of all the S ranks and the A rank that the short version, I end up dying, or I end up beating it with, it's basically last hit wins kind of a thing. But I mean, so if you're, that trophy is not that hard to get either. Just kind of blast your way through it. So that's kind of where we're at. So I know we're at we're at you still got a little bit left in the stream though, so I don't know if I really do I want to come in and do a mission or two here so I don't change the stream info, or do I start a new game? I still haven't decided, so anybody that's still here, hey Isabella, yes it is, welcome to the stream. So I'm trying to decide if I want to jump into an older game, Control, or if I want to go into Callisto Protocols, be in the season, or maybe play something a little shorter. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like Little Nightmares 1. Start that, knock that out in like 2 streams, and then move on to Callisto. So not too bad. We're doing all right. We just finished the main story in Armored Core 6. Trying to decide if we want to jump into New Game Plus for the remainder of the stream, which is about 20 minutes, or if we want a new game. I think the artillery one we did before, clean. We'll jump in and do a couple of these here.
Got a job for you, 16.
Maybe that's the best way to do it.
It's an open call from the Arquebus Group, one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group.
It's my first month, Isabella.
135 Southern Bellius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafa.
Just want to jump right in. I don't think any of these are new.
You need a rep.
So
Get their attention.
yeah, just getting my feet wet with it, just having fun. So. I wonder if they've upgraded the. These are going to be a little bit harder, or if these are going to be just a walk in the park with. Oh, yep, I'm going to die right off the bat because I wasn't paying attention.
They're just mass-produced MTs.
I haven't really worried about it. I'm not at the point that I'm worrying about it just yet. How am I going to get over there with such a low... that, I guess. Yeah, these guys might be a joke here. All right.
Only a few targets left.
Well, where are they? Well, you never know, Isabella. Well, right now I'm just doing my own thing. Appreciate it, though. Now to get across to that side. I don't remember this mission, so maybe this is one of the new ones. I don't know.
I'm picking up new enemy signatures. Looks like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
Take these guys out first, and then I'll... Guys still over there? Okay. So I took him out.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
That was an easy one. Yeah, we'll do a couple of these. Wrap it up.
No new messages.
Got a job for you, 621. This is an open call from the Balaam Group, one of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
Attention, all independent mercenaries! This request comes from our...
Yeah. Skip it.
The client doesn't care who does this job. As long as it gets done.
No, I'm good. I'm good at how I am. Thanks, though, Isabel. I appreciate it.
Commence mission. Destroy all of the Rubicon Liberation Front's artillery placements.
I remember this one.
That's one of the artillery placements. The front is protected with armor plating. Attack it from behind.
There's only one of them.
We're clear here. Move on to the next site, 61. You're up against mass-produced MTs. Eliminate them as necessary.
Enemy attack! Direct artillery! Strike back!
All right.
Head to the final site. Keep up the good work.
Take the freeway.
There! That corporate dog! Don't give him another inch. We have to defend the artillery!
Knocked him right off the.
Artillery here and our work is over.
Surround that AC!
Show that answer what makes the Liberation Front strong.
All right, we're gonna come over this way. This way. All right, we got another one over here.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 61. Return to base.
Make some more money. That guy. Yeah, these missions are a little bit easy, so.
No new messages.
And then take out this poor guy again.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Archivist Group.
Yeah, we already saw that.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
See ya. You too. You have a good night.
Commence mission. We've got a read on
This poor guy over here. Oh, you don't know what he's. Now this mission's one that if you need extra money, you could farm it pretty quick. For once you beat it once, you can go in and just do it a few times, take him out, make a quick 100 grand in a couple minutes. Just like that, right? So.
enemy AC destroyed.
So what is today? Today's Wednesday. So tomorrow, maybe we'll just jump right into Callisto tomorrow and give that a shot. Should be fun. I'm sure there'll be some jump scares that'll get me.
About the tester AC Tibet was being remember.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy. But we'll stop here. So don't need to rehash the whole chapter 1, right? You see, there's still a lot of things I didn't buy. So, but like I said, I'm just happy to move on to Callisto. Kind of been wanting to play that for a while. Big Dead Space fan. I still have my plasma cutter only run. Doing that on New Game Plus. I started it, but I haven't got that far into it. But I haven't played Callisto at all, so got it all installed, ready to go. So we'll start that one tomorrow. So maybe what we'll do is we'll cut out a little early. Then we'll go a little longer tomorrow. I do have a test tomorrow, so that maybe the extra rest will help. So, but you know, I think with that we'll probably call it, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining me on this journey in this game, and we'll start another one tomorrow. With that, have a good night, and be back on same time, same channel tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.